Hello, class. My name is Shalexa Stevens, and today I have my good friend here with me. Her name is Sarah, and she's a manager at a local restaurant out in Germantown. And today we're going to be talking to you guys about proper dining etiquette.
Shalexis and I both thought that this would be a very, very good topic to go over today, seeing as though it has become very popular for business interviews to be over a nice dinner, or even if you're just going out to dinner with a significant other, or maybe a wedding reception that is a little bit more on the formal side. We just thought these skills would come in handy to you all at some point in your life, and we just thought it'd be a really good topic to cover today.
Oh, yeah. All right. So earlier today, Sarah was showing me how to fold the napkin properly. So I'm going to show you guys what I learned, and I want y'all to try to participate with me tuning in out there. So take your napkin, and you're going to fold it into a triangle like this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm a perfectionist, so I'm going to try to make all of these corners meet. And you want to smooth it out and make sure everything is pressed so that it looks very neat. Next, you're going to take these two end corners and bring them up to this point in the middle. Press it out again. And then flip it over. Press it out. And then take this end and bring it to the top. And once you're done, you're going to fold it. You're going to have to help me, Sarah. Do I do it this way or
You'll
that?
fold it in this way.
Okay, fold it in this way. I keep forgetting that, guys.
And then the feet just go out just like that.
There.
So as you can see here, we have everything set up in a fine dining dinner format. We have all of our silver, glassware, coffee set up, as well as our bread and butter plate. A good tip when setting up your table, the words knife and right have the same number of letters, just as fork and left. This is a good tip I learned once during an interview with Russ Graham, a successful fine dining restaurant owner. Also, remember you will always use your silver from the outside in. As Margaret Visser once said, we live in a culture that is uniquely obsessed with eating in a hurry. Well, today, Shalexis and I are going to slow it down a bit and show you when to use each of these pieces.
And before they serve you your food, usually they bring you out a little bread and butter, which is usually on this plate here, right in front of your forks. Here we have our wine glass, and we have our water glass. Very nourishing for us. And I'm just going to sit these out of the way so that you guys can see the rest of the table here.
And now we're going to move on to the dinner portion, the food, the good stuff. So good rule of thumb starting off, whenever you receive your food, be sure to hold off and wait a couple of moments until everybody at the table has all received their food as well before you start digging in. It's just common courtesy and being respectful to your guest at the table to make sure everybody has their meal before you start enjoying it. So let's say you start off with a nice cup of seafood gumbo or soup of your choice. The server will always serve from your left side, sit it in front of you, not too close to the edge of the table, but not too far away either. Just perfect, right in the center. And always make sure to not touch any plates that the server is bringing you, as they may be a little too hot for your hand. They may be using a service towel to help out with that. You will use your soup spoon that is located to the far right of your dinner setup. It is going to be a little bit larger than the other spoons in the setup, and that is solely so you can get all of that goodness in your soup onto the spoon and onto your palate. Servers will always take your plates from the right of you. So remember, they will serve from the left and then they will remove from the right. Next, Let's say you get a salad instead of a soup. Again, placed from the left. And your salad fork will be the smaller fork on the left side of the larger one. You will also use the knife on the right side of the larger knife. These will be used for appetizers or salads. Remove from the right side. Now on to the main course. Whether it's a nice piece of wild salmon, maybe a halibut, or even a roasted chicken or nice juicy filet mignon. You will use your most inner utensils for this course. It will be the larger knife and the larger fork, which will be your entree utensils. As you can see here, the knife is very useful for any type of dish you may be enjoying. And lastly, everybody always wants to finish with something sweet, whether it's a nice piece of pie or cake, a cobbler, a creme brulee, sorbet, or ice cream. As you can see at the top of your setup, you have a smaller fork and a smaller spoon. Both could be used for dessert depending on what dish you may have chosen. And who doesn't love coffee with their dessert, or maybe even a cup of hot tea? This setup will be at the far right of your setup, and your teaspoon will be right to the left of your soup spoon on the right side of your plate. This will be here whether you want to start off with tea or coffee, maybe right after dinner before dessert, or after dessert as well. It is here at your convenience.
All right, class. I hope you guys have learned something very useful today. Thank you, Sarah, for coming in and doing this tutorial for us. I really think that this is a very important life skill for our students today to learn because, you never know when you may end up at a very nice restaurant with someone, whether it's a loved one or even a business meeting. You guys can use these skills because you have this video to tune into at home.
Of course. No, I'm happy to be here today, and I really hope you all were able to learn at least one tip from this video, if not use all of them in your future dining experiences. Thank y'all so much for watching.